a significant amount of money due to those gambling websites. But in my
How do
friends,
parents know that their kids are already spending money? Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Madrazo, your digital Dabawania.
I'm Liam Madrazo.
And today we're going to talk about something that I am absolutely clueless about. And that is...
Gambling in video games.
Alright, so today we're going to talk about gambling and video games. Okay?
Yeah.
So, what games do you play?
I play Counter-Strike. Mainly Counter-Strike, GTA, League of Legends, many others.
Okay.
So among the three of those games, the one that has the biggest economy is Counter-Strike.
When you say it has the biggest economy, what do you mean?
People spend real life money for in-game items.
For Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Okay, sige. So back in the day, when I was still in college years ago, that didn't happen. So can you explain to me what people spend money on for Counter-Strike?
So there's this thing called skins. So they're basically gun paint. So it's paint for your guns.
Okay.
It makes it have designs.
It gives your guns designs, or the paint that what?
The paint gives your guns designs. So, for example, if you wanted leaves on your gun, you would have there would be a skin for that.
And
for
you
that
have to
gun.
buy those skins.
You have to buy those skins
For-
using real life money.
For how much?
The cheapest ones are the ugliest ones are the cheapest ones. So they're usually
what are the ugly ones?
It's like color brown, dirty green skins, like the leaves outside. They're single colors. Usually have ugly patterns on them. They cost about, in Philippine pesos, the cheapest is about 10 cents, 10 centavos.
Filipino money.
Yeah, Philippine money.
Okay. And the expensive ones?
The most expensive one I've heard of is it's a knife. So knives are more expensive in Counter-Strike. It's like the more
Knife
exclusive
skins.
items. Yes, knife skins. Different knife designs. So, in real life there are bayonets, butterfly knives, pocket knives, something like that. So they have their own bayonets in game. So the most expensive one, as I recall, is a bayonet with a crimson web skin. It's like a red background with a black web of a spider. So it costed about $25,000.
$20?
Yes, dollars.
Okay.
And right now, currently, the knives I see in the Facebook Marketplace, they're usually averaging at least 10K to 3K to 10K
In the Philippines.
pesos.
Yeah, I was going to ask, where do you buy those
Yeah,
skins?
so you can buy those skins in the in-game marketplace or third-party websites.
Where do they get that? Is it something that you have to code in?
So there are, in certain games like CS:GO, Counter-Strike, there's these loot boxes. They're called cases. Inside the case,
So it was Counter-Strike that made those skins?
Not necessarily. No. So what do you mean by it was Counter-Strike that made those skins?
I mean, like, how did those skins exist?
The
Is
concept?
it something? Yeah, no, I mean the different skins.
The different skins. So the first skins, they were made by the developers because
The game devs.
Yes, the game devs, because back in the day, when Counter-Strike updated to Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which is the most recent game right now, it didn't have the biggest player base out of the three Counter-Strike. So people still play the older versions, like the 1990s version of Counter-Strike. And it was the
our
more
version.
yeah, your version. It was the more popular version among the main Counter-Strike fans. And so to save their game, to make it appealing,
Attractive, yeah.
appealing, attractive to more players, they introduced skins.
Okay.
And so I don't know why, but people gravitate towards nice things like skins
And how about you? Do you like those skins?
At first I did. I was very tempted to spend money on them, but
Have you ever bought?
yeah, I have.
For how much?
The most expensive skin I bought was 400 pesos.
Okay. Sige, not bad, but still, no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
your money.
yeah. In the Philippine economy of CS:GO, it's not much really.
Yeah. I mean, if you're saying that the usual skins are like 3 to 10K,
Yeah.
400 is nothing.
Yeah, 400 is nothing for them. So, where was I? So they made skins and many other games.
And it worked.
It worked. Everyone flocked to CS:GO. They saved their game. So many others copied, not necessarily copied, but they also drew inspiration from that. And now there are so many games that have loot boxes, random unboxings cases. So to expound on that, inside the case, the reason skins are so expensive is that it's randomized. So those mystery boxes that they
Ano yun? We were talking Kinder. Ano yun?
Kinder Joy.
Like Kinder Joy.
Yeah, they're like Kinder Joy. So it's a random. It's a very small percentage that you can get.
The rare items.
The rarity. Yeah. So I think knives are about.
And how much is that the mystery box, the Kinder Joy?
So the
if
cases.
You buy that.
Yeah. The cases. When they're newly released, they're about 500 pesos. In the first day that they're released in Philippine money. So they go down in price as time goes by. So usually you can buy them for 2 pesos, 1 peso, usually a month after.
Okay. And then, so if I bought that case, I keep on calling them Kinder Joy.
Yeah.
if I buy that case and I get a rare item, I can sell it
for more.
Yeah. That's when I can sell it for 3,000 pesos or 10,000 pesos.
Except the thing is, when you buy a case, you also have to buy a key, which is the...
So a case is 500 and then a key is how much?
A case in release is 500. So you can either buy the case or you can earn cases by playing the game and they get dropped randomly.
So it's like
random
something that
random things you
like
find on the game.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. So the
gold
tickets. Yeah. So a case, if the prices have normalized, let's say 2 pesos, but the keys are 250 pesos.
Always.
Yes, always. It's either 250 or 150, depending on.
And you also buy that from.
The keys you buy from the marketplace.
No other place. It's
no
only
other
available
place.
In the marketplace.
Only available on, or you trade for the keys.
Okay.
You trade other items for keys.
So like if you have a key, I can trade something else.
Yes.
Or I can buy it from you.
Yeah, you can buy. So the way it works is you have a 2 peso case and then you have 150 pesos key, and the percentage of getting the item you want is 2%. So are you willing to...
Is it really 2% or is it like a number that you made up?
There's a rarity. So there are tiers, different tiers. There's gray, light blue.
The more expensive it is.
Not
the
necessarily.
bigger the chances of, or what?
The higher tier it is, the lower your chances are to get it. So it starts from blue, purple,
but is it the same
pink,
price?
and red. No, it's a very complicated thing. I'd rather not get into it, but to explain it simply.
It's too complicated for old people.
No, it's not. It's a very huge thing that you can't explain in like fragmented parts.
And because we can't really extend our
Our time, it's
video
gonna
to
be
1
very
hour.
it's gonna be very boring.
Alright, sige. So, now that we already know that, there are some stuff that you can buy online, the kids buy it. Not only the kids, right? Of course, there are also adult players.
Yeah, many adult players.
But how about your classmates or your friends? What's the most expensive? What's the biggest amount that they've spent on those games?
I've had a friend that has spent 5,000 on a knife.
On a knife,
So one of my friends bought a knife.
Okay. But there are also many other games, right? Wherein you have to buy some rare items.
Yeah.
Like a lot of RPG games.
Yeah, RPG games are the most...
different ones, codes, whatever.
So, depending on what game you want to play, some games don't allow microtransactions because it ruins the fun out of the game.
Yeah. You don't have to play for a quest to get that item anymore because you can buy it from anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. But then where does the gambling part come in?
So let's use Counter-Strike as an example again. Online gambling started Counter-Strike's online gambling started at early 2016, I think, or late 2015. So as skins rose onto
popularity,
so did gambling websites, third-party gambling websites. So they made it so that instead of opening cases and buying keys from the official marketplace, they made their own marketplace. So a third-party marketplace, you can open cases there and claim a random item depending on what type of case you open. So their cases in the third-party websites also have different tiers. So for example, I want to open a case only full of blues, so the lowest rarity of the case, it would be cheaper. It would cost only $1 to open it. And there are certain items that are blues that also cost as much as the highest tier, the reds. So it's also, it's kind of gambling, but it's not. It's only similar to the official way of unboxing, except it's more appealing because there is a chance that you can get this item more because they've altered the code a bit.
So there are bigger chances of getting those items if you go to those third-party sites.
Allegedly. So one website that rose in popularity was I won't say the name, but they had it's very controversial in so they made it so that they incorporated the classic gambling games
like
into...
What do you mean?
So you know how in poker you had chips. In their website you used skins.
But you play poker, but you bet skins.
Yeah. Or it's the roulette table.
Yeah.
That you deposit skins into their website, and then
it has a corresponding value.
Oh,
so it's like technically they're buying the skins from you.
Yeah, the money is the skins, and then they give you chips. So depending on...
So what if, for example, you win? What do you get? Do you get skins or do you get money?
If you win, you get chips, and you can trade those chips for the skins.
So technically, it's like they're gathering different skins.
Yeah, so it is still gambling, but you're using the currency of the game.
Alright.
So, for example, say I had a $1 skin, they would give me 100 chips. So that's usually how the conversion rate goes. Other types of gambling is a coin flip. So, for example, you could duel another person. You deposit this skin, and then
Really?
he will deposit his knife, which is more expensive than yours. And then whoever... So it's a 50-50 chance, allegedly. So people...
Yeah, kasi it's still a computer.
Technically,
diba?
It's
they can design
computer
it so that,
generated. So you can say, oh, it's a 50-50 chance, but you know, you don't know if spending this amount, depositing this amount gives you a higher chance. So
yeah, they usually let you win at the
Yeah.
start, right? To convince you to keep on playing.
yeah, that's how they hooked you into it. So another one that was very famous was, it was kind of like a lottery, except the more expensive you deposited, the bigger your chances are to
So
win.
it's like you get more tickets.
Yeah. So let's say there were 10 players. The percentage you had to win was, wait lang, mali.
So, like, for example, if you bought one ticket and I bought 100 tickets,
so
equivalent,
your percentage would be
higher.
90%,
Yeah.
and my percentage would be 10%. So whoever had,
According to them,
according to them, so whoever deposited the most
has bigger chances.
has bigger chances, and you know, you're gonna win a lot if you raise the stakes your way.
All right. So, question: have you ever played those games?
I have, but I never deposited any skins.
How did you play it if you didn't deposit? Is there a free trial? Or
So the way
something?
they hook players, another way they hook players is referral codes.
Oh.
So
if a friend plays,
if a friend plays, they can give you a referral link.
and then you have free.
You get 500 coins, and they get 10 coins per player that they invite.
So that works.
So
To encourage everyone, right? Because
Yeah.
you're not
So
putting any money out in the beginning.
yeah, because you can play games, you can make that 500 coins become 100,000 coins, but you have to deposit your skins as well.
That sort of answers my next question, which is there an age limit? Do you have to be 18 to be able to? I know the gambling sites. Okay, governments are very strict about gambling. Even ads. So Facebook, Google, it's very difficult for you to run an ad for gambling because websites are very strict about that already. There's like, of course, the age limit. You have to be over the legal age. And there are certain locations where they just totally ban advertising or gambling sites. Okay, so does it have that age limit? Or did you just say you were
Technically,
18?
yes. You have to be 18 to participate, but there's no real way of.
You just click on I'm 18 and
Yeah,
above.
just click on the check mark that has I'm 18 and above, and then click enter. That's it.
So do you have friends who actually play there, spend money there? Mga, of course, below 18. Let's talk about the kids here.
I don't have friends that I've, because it's an international thing.
So who gave you that
YouTube.
code? Oh, I see. So he gets more
Money.
money.
Yeah, so the way it works is that instead of
so
pushing
it's
ads.
like affiliate.
Yes, affiliate. So
it's like affiliate marketing, except I get coins
so
or
for
tokens or whatever.
For example, you're a YouTuber and I'm the gambling site. I want you to promote my site. So I'll sponsor one of your videos.
Plus, I get.
Plus, I'll give you a few $1,000s. And then, you make a video about my website. I'll give you a few thousand coins. I'll rig the odds of your account. And then you can promote your
And then every time someone signs up, I get more.
You get more money every time someone uses your referral code.
Okay. So is it something that parents in the Philippines should be concerned about? Are there actually kids here?
There are some kids I've seen on Facebook who lost a significant amount of money due to those gambling websites. But in my friends...
How do parents know that their kids are already spending money there? How does the transaction even go? Is Is it Gcash? Is it PayPal?
So this
Is
was
it...
back in the day, 2016 to 2017.
What? There's no...
No Gcash yet, I think. No
No,
Paymaya.
how about now? Is it still going on?
Right now, yeah, there are some websites that still do that, but it's very strict now. So, mm, there are still some websites that
Very
aren't
strict
strict.
how?
It's because those types of websites have already gone on a lawsuit against the developers of the game that they use.
Oh, good for the game, right?
Yeah, but right now, not so much. In the future, it could be a problem.
Yeah, if we find loopholes, right?
Yeah.
If the kids find loopholes. Anyway, sige, how does the money transaction go on? Is it a credit? Of course, the adults, it's easy for them to use their credit card.
Yeah, the kids.
But how about for the kids? Is there like a bank account or
So
something?
there was this article in Australia.
That's a bagay because they deposit skin. So technically, it's not money, right? They just have to add their skins there. But for those who accept money ba?
Yes, but so like everyone knows gambling is addictive.
Mm.
You win a lot, and then the next roll you have, you lose.
Mm.
So you lost all your skins. There's this option to buy skins on their store, on their website. So you can buy skins from them, deposit those skins, turn them into currency for the gambling. Except that kid used his mom's credit card.
Ah, that happened.
Yeah, that happened. So in total, I think
Right.
he spent 3,000 Australian dollars on his mom's credit card, and his parents were his parents were curious. Why is it that every month $300 goes missing from my account? So they made a news article about that. They interviewed the kid. Sa Steam, sa where CS:GO is, the platform of where CS:GO is established. You can buy Steam Wallet for, I think, 500 pesos is 600 pesos.
And then there's
In real,
7-Eleven, tama ba?
Yeah, in 7-Eleven. You can, I think, I'm not so sure right now.
I've seen mga...
It's older games, like I don't remember the games. Basta they also offer e-currency for games. In 7-Eleven, you just use Gcash and then buy from a third-party website that accepts Gcash. But in the Steam store, they only usually accept credit cards or the Steam Wallet cards, the gift cards. So that's how you buy.
Where do you buy those gift cards?
The gift cards you can buy from multiple malls like SM Lanang,
Ah, okay.
Abriza.
Ah.
So there are people who sell it at internet cafes or certain stores in malls.
Okay. How do the parents know if their kid is already spending a lot of money on those skins or those items? Is there a way to know?
There
No.
isn't really a way to know. You just have to observe them, watch them. Unless they're using your credit card, it's going to be easier for you to know. But, if they're using their own money, then
If their allowance, you won't know.
you won't be able to know.
So you just have to ask.
You have to let them know. You have to ask them.
Anyway, because those things are very accessible, like what you said, you can buy a gift card from somewhere in the mall,
Yeah,
and then convert it into
currency, in-game currency.
in-game currency. So it's not necessarily with the gambling sites, but
No.
no, because they only accept credit cards.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there are also some usual selling, just like in the marketplace lang,
Yeah.
where people offer their items and then
Trade. That's
Yeah.
also through in-game, the in-game interface. So you can trade using the Steam interface. But some people sell skins through Facebook. They just have a meetup or Gcash or Palawan. It depends on how you trust the seller or the buyer.
yeah, because I know I had this applicant. So there was an applicant, okay, applied for a job in the company, and then when we did the background check, we were going to accept him. But when we did the background check, we saw on Facebook that there were complaints about him, saying that he accepted money, but he didn't deliver the items that he promised.
Yeah.
So we ended up not accepting him because, technically it's still stealing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's still stealing, right?
Yeah.
Because he accepted money and he didn't deliver. So for the young ones out there, especially if you're, already in college and you're graduating, or if you're already looking for a job, please look at your accounts. Try to check it. Basta don't steal, because if someone posts about you, it could cost you your job. And this is a true story. So we actually rejected an applicant because of what he did in games, wherein he got money and he didn't deliver on his items.
Yeah.
So what's the point of this video, Bakoy?
It's mainly to inform parents and kids about, the growing community of gaming. Not just gaming, but the way malicious people intend to
or it's not, it's not even, even if it's not malicious yet, even if it's, free trade, commerce.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not kids games anymore.
Yeah.
Wherein, even Minecraft, diba? There are even so many adults who are still playing Minecraft. So games, it's not like exclusive for kids. There are also adult games, and there are many games wherein they mix minors and adults.
So in Minecraft, even in kids games, there is also an economy on Minecraft. So you join a server, you buy a rank on that server, and it costs real money.
Yeah. So the problem is when adults enter a game, they already have money. They already have money to spend.
Yeah.
So they're not like kids who only have allowances. Most of them already have jobs and already have money that they can spend on their games. Like, for example, even if you only spend 400 pesos on that skin, I'm already very concerned because, that's your allowance. It's not, so yun. Like I was saying, whenever adults are already involved in a game, naman good siya, it's free game, pun intended, where the game devs, they already allow for commerce, that you're able to buy things, and then that's meron pang outside of the game, diba? Na there are stuff for sale.
Third party,
Yeah. And if you have internet at home and your kids are playing, of course, there's a chance that they will be tempted to buy. Especially, uso naman good, buying online isn't a big deal anymore, right?
Yeah.
Food Panda, phone, order from your phone, Lazada, Shopee. So, I think that the kids have also grown up wherein they feel like ordering online is normal. It's not like sa among time na I'm so afraid to enter my credit card details. I'm so afraid to do this. Right now, it's like normal na lang. So, you have to
be responsible.
That's for the kids. But for the parents, in order to find out, you're going to have to, I don't know, either investigate or ask your kids. It depends, diba? If your child is very communicative with you, or if they're honest, then you can ask them and find out how much you're spending. But if they're the secretive type, then you might have to, do some investigating. I think it's a little more difficult now since the kids probably have either zero or less allowance because they're only
at home.
They're only at home. So maybe it's a little more difficult. But if they really want to buy, that's when problems arise.
Yeah.
That's when you have to hide your cards and have a really long discussion with your children. Because, So parents, I hope you learned something about today's topic. I'm sorry that we can't really give you any advice on how to find out. It's really just a matter of communicating with your
Yeah.
kids. Or, I don't know, investigate if you're comfortable with that. If there are also kids watching this video, just be careful with buying things online. Because scammers do exist.
Yeah.
They're not all your friends and they're not all good people. So just be very careful, and if possible, talk to your parents about it also. So if you have any comments or questions for me or Liam, just let us know on the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our social media platforms. Just search for Digital Dafuanya or Gen XYZ on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So thank you for watching and see you on our next video. Bye! Ikaw na pod!
Ikaw.
Sige na!